Okay, so tonight I'm going to do this sample from my good friend Matt at with that bourbon dude. This is the Lasso Motel. This is their cigarette blend, the Motel Darts. This is a blend of Armagnac, sherry, and cognac finished casks. According to the website, it is distilled from Green River. So I've had a few other samples. Lasso Motel 18, that was really good. I think that one was an MGP. Actually, yeah, it was. Because I did that one kind of side by side with the Jacob's Pardon. But I've had a couple other samples. I stopped in a store one day and they had a representative there. And I got to sample their Mizunara and like their weeded, and there was another one I can't remember. It was just those little barely half-ounce pours that they give you in the store. But anyway, so a lot of things that are popular right now are coming up with these cigar blends, and this one, you know, those are designed to pair with the cigar. Apparently, this one's supposed to pair well with a cigarette. And I'm a former smoker, so Matt thought he'd like to get my opinion of it. On the nose, I don't get anything smoky, but I can tell you right now, it kind of reminds me of a cigarette. There's something there that kind of just triggers my brain. It's kind of light oaky. There's almost fruity, but not quite. It's got some good viscosity to it. So, yeah, that's definitely that will pair very well with cigarette. It's got almost it's not smoky, but there's an ashiness to it that it's not unpleasant at all. It's not like licking an ashtray like you'd think, but it's something similar to that. It's only 100 proof, so there's not a whole lot of heat to it. Wow, that is interesting. It's kind of a deep rich on the nose and the palate. There's a almost fruitiness, but it's just kind of dense. There's a bready pastriness to it. It's really kind of hard to describe. But there's definitely a cigarette aftertaste to it, and it's not bad at all. You'd think as a former smoker I wouldn't enjoy that, but it's not the stale cigarette like, you know, you walk past someone who's been out on a smoke break and you're like, ugh, get that stale smoke. It's not that. It's I don't know what to call it. There is kind of a leatheriness to it. One of the notes that they said, you know, it's one of those that they list tobacco as one of the tasting notes, and I guess I can kind of see that. Wow, that's interesting. It's not one that you would sit and have 2 or 3 pours of it. You might have a couple small ones, maybe one that's a little bit bigger than a normal pour, and that's your one of that for the night. that's not gonna, it's very rich. It's not even, it's not sweet, but it's just barely any type of sweetness to it. But it's just got a real rich, dense flavor. Good viscous on the mouth feel. And like I said, it's got some legs on it. It's got a nice color, you can see. That's a good pour. But like I said, you go out for dinner with friends or have a big meal at home, and you want to sit by the fire and you step out on the back porch and smoke a cigarette, this would pair well with that. Having a good meal, after dinner cigarette, and a good pour. That would be perfect dessert whiskey for a smoker. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's something in there that I can't quite get, but it's just a dark, dense fruit that I can't. It's almost like it might be a blend, like fruit flavors that blend. Maybe a figginess or something. I don't know. But it's very interesting. There's a lot of character to that. There's a lot of flavor. There's almost like different layers to it. Wow, that's a good pour. Anyway, that's the Lasso Motel Darts. It's their cigarette blend. Hope y'all enjoyed.